So, some quick apologies for the delay in returning to the Lovecraft Mythos. It's been a really busy few weeks for me, and I also wanted to get ahead of the audiobooks again, so apologies for that. However, returning to an older video where I discussed the great race of Yith, I touched on how they experienced a conflict with a species known as the flying polyps. So today I wanted to go into as much detail as can be found about these beings and explore what they are and how they fit into the mythos. To quote H.P. Lovecraft himself, in The Shadow of Time, he talked about the polyps as follows. The basis of the fear was a horrible elder race of half-polypus, utterly alien entities which had come through space from immeasurably distant universes and had dominated the Earth and 3 other solar planets about 600 million years ago. Lovecraft, renowned for his monsters, though vague in description, was always especially vague in regards to the flying polyps, potentially due to his unsettling fear he felt for these beings. Their exact nature isn't known. The great race of Yith held countless records from across history, time, and space, of everything. But even their records on the polyps were not particularly descriptive. Their aggressive nature struck the Yith, and it is likely the conflict caused them to hold back, fearful of full-blown descriptions of their assailants, wishing the conflict to be lost to time. What we do know, however, is the polyps are capable of flight. How they do this is not clear. They do not have wings, sails, or other appendages for this to be possible, but they simply could, likely a mechanism of evolution, lost and beyond our comprehension now. Allegedly, the polyps were able to control air currents, which is possibly the mechanism by which they achieved flight. Though again, without sails, wings, or anything else, this is unlikely, as the air current would have nothing to lift against on their bodies. Unless, potentially, they have a form of downforce from gravity instead. But that is just my personal musings on the subject. The manipulation of air currents also allowed them to utilize it in combat, creating blasts of high winds and using the air to propel their enemies away. Interestingly enough, even though they are said to fly, or at least be airborne, it's almost as if they levitate momentarily, like small jumps, due to the fact they leave a footprint behind wherever they go, which implies only momentary flight. The history of the polyps isn't clear, not in detail anyway. We know they colonized the Earth roughly 600 million years ago. Where they came from, we have no idea. Why they came to Earth, again, we have no idea. Though they did come to call Earth home, long before the Yith arrived. When they colonized the Earth, they built incredible cities to live in, basalt being their material of choice, and their architectural feature being tall, incredibly tall, windowless towers. Once the Yith arrived though, peace was not in question. The Yith transferred their consciousness into indigenous beings, and that was when the polyps attacked. The reason for this isn't clear, though it could be the beings the Yith inhabited may have had a relationship with the polyps. As such, they saw this as an attack on their existence as well. The Yith would be triumphant at first, pushing the polyps back, forcing them under their cities and sealing them in. A travesty for an otherwise peaceful race. So had you heard of the flying polyps? Did you know any of this history and backstory? As always, please do let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. And if you did enjoy this video, then please consider leaving it a like and subscribing to the channel for more Cthulhu Mythos in the future. If you enjoy my content and want to support me, the channel, and what I do, then please check out my Patreon page via the link in the description box. Also, if you have enjoyed my audiobooks, which I have read in the Lovecraft Mythos, then please stay tuned, as I am likely to be selling these for $1 and I will make an announcement video. I've been Mr. H, and until next time, I'll catch you in the comment section.